And welcome back to a brand new week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm glad to see you. I'm going to read you a little something that I read before that I read this morning out of this book that I love. It's Luminous Humanist. It's got 365 ways, and it's got dates and everything. So I try to read some every day. I don't really get bothered too much by the dates, but I like this one. And it's going to, I felt that it's playing into a lot of what we are working on today, Pisces. This week, I should say. Invite your doubts to the party. Because this is definitely a party, right? Look at this. Everybody's celebrating. You're banging your own drum. You're tremendously happy. Your life is going where it is supposed to be going. Just because you have worries doesn't mean they have you. The greatest, most triumphant achievers, not to mention the most insightful spiritual masters who have walked this earth, had their doubts too. Mastery is about rolling out a red carpet to the uninvited energies within us, so when they show up, there's no resistance, and they can come and go without making a scene or leaving a trace. Breathe as you welcome the unpleasant person or circumstance to join the conga line, and before you know it, they'll be dancing out the door without you having to do so much as break a sweat. And who knows, you might even miss them once they're gone. The affirmation is, I am like the sun. I remain calm and don't freak out when a cloud passes by. I trust the weather, whether or not I understand it. And I feel a lot of that is coming in with this 10. Because when you think about what's the work that you're going to have this week, and you think of the 10 of Pentacles, you think, well, that's not much work. 10 of Pentacles is things are already working out for you. The thing is, Pisces, is that it's to keep that 10 of Pentacles. It's to keep it in check and within you. Okay? And it's in this card itself, even in the book of the Sufi, it says, what does that mean to you? What triggers or blockages come up when you think of doing so? When you become that person who think of being, in this 10 of Pentacles, when you've had everything you want, what does that look like? And what is still triggering the fact that it's not there for you? Okay? So it's asking you to take a long look at everything that's not fitting in this energy or this feeling. And that's saying, invite them in. Tell them, come on in. See how you can deal with, how can you turn that frown upside down, Have you heard that before? Turn that frown upside down. Make a loss into a win. So I think that's the work you're going to be doing. How to harmonize your life to bring in that 10 of Pentacles. A lot of it has to do with ancestors. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins has to do with ancestors. It is the part of ancestors, ancestral wealth. So look at how others have handled it once before you've handled this type of blockage. How you have in the past. Look at those triggers and make sure that you are dealing with and still moving on forward to your ultimate happiness and joy. Okay, so I decided to take the Work Your Light Oracle for this reading, and the card that came out is Starseed, and it says, what lights you up? And that's exactly it, right? What lights you up? Like this beautiful person right here in the background. What lights you up? What does it for you, Pisces? Okay? Every one of us has it. And if you can utilize that as much as possible, you can get a lot done. You can get a lot done. Let me see if I can find these. These are not always... they're not always easy to find with this book. So... I'm going to see. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Starseeds are soul with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out, that there's something they came here to do or create or contribute. We've been talking about creating your own blessings, right? If you pulled this, it's to confirm that you are a starseed. Well, we didn't need to know that, Pisces. We knew we were starseeds, just simply because we are Pisces, right? And you're being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Okay? So it says, once you light up, sometimes it's hard to suddenly have meaningless conversations. I find that I don't like small talk. I'm not much of a small talk person. Meaningless jobs and relationships. They innately know that there's much more to life and feel there's something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. So it says that we're scattered all around the planet, in schools, hospitals, slums, mansions, doesn't much matter, right? They spend part of their lives trying to fit in some form of spiritual closet. And if you're dimming your light to fit in, it's time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. And it says, what lights you up? I feel with this reading, with the meaning of the week, they're trying to tell you to find the corners that light you up in all aspects. This card always feels to me like it has energetic, spiritual, childlike relationships. It has all of the ingredients, the earth, the sky, everything that you need here, and the wisdom of the trees, which are also ancestors. So I feel that you need to look at what part of your lives still trigger you, and what parts you need to improve and light up, okay? That's the work you need to do this week. You need to light it up. You need to invite those doubts in, those triggers in, and say, okay, now I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to figure out how to get this done. All right, so I'm going to take the Enchanted Dream Tarot, and we're going to take a deeper look at this card. Now, I do 2 readings today. There's another card that came out for today, and I will be doing a reading on that one. These are standalone. You can watch one or both, and it doesn't really matter. You will get all you need from each reading. But if you want more, I do post twice a day. Thank you so much. Okay, so I want you to write that in the comments right now. What lights you up, Pisces? What lights you up? Because that's a major key in how to throw shade at those shadows, but it's true. It's to throw light on the situation, okay? A High Priestess. The second time she come out. And the Wheel of Destiny. There's our beautiful Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a lot of this, because we're dealing with starseed spirituality and inner guidance, that came out a lot this week, and it's coming out in the reading. I think the High Priestess, where is she? She is coming out on Thursday. Okay? And the time to move on, how to move on and move into what we are, is definitely has to do with our intuition and our inner wisdom and our receptivity, our spirituality, and our higher self, okay? Be quiet and listen to your dreams. Listen to what lights you up, Pisces, and then infuse it in that beautiful Wheel of Destiny. You are destined to be who you are. There is no mistake here. You have a definite path that you're going on. Now, how you choose to get there, that's free will, okay? And how long it takes you, or never at all, is also free will, okay? It's not like we're not allowed to say yes or no. We are. But wouldn't it be just so much better if we would get it and then live as much in that energy in the time that we have here on this planet, to live the very best life that we can, in harmony, in peace. Where, as they said, as they said in the book right here, you invite it in, you take a look at it, and then you like watch it walk out the room without the scars to be left behind with them. Okay? I would love to be able to do that as much as possible. And they're saying right here that it has to do a lot with your intuition. Okay? This is what this cycle is about. It's about finally embracing that spirituality, because I feel that you've done a lot of the work. A lot of that, you know, low vibing, guilt, bad relationships, etc., etc. All of that stuff that's coming in, you're more able to handle it. You're able to watch it walk in and walk out and realize, if I let this in, it's going to take space in my life and energy that can be better spent elsewhere. Okay? Right. Little advice, I think the best way is to not engage. There's certain things, just simply not engaging in them. People get the point that you're not interested, right? If somebody's egging you on and bothering you, best way is to just walk away, be quiet, give them a blank look. That works for me. They get it really quick. And yes, I may be left in silence, but sometimes silence is better. Silence is better. So, but when the right person walks into the room. Okay, so you have the Nine of Swords. Look at this. So let's pull out another card with that one. You never want to leave the Nine of Swords by itself. It's like leaving the mind by itself to drive you crazy. Right, with the Eight of Pentacles. So that's what I was thinking. I was about to say you're working hard not to stay in this state of mind. So the Eight of Pentacles, it's work hard. You've done quality work at getting out of this mindset. But the quality of work is not only just trying to get out of the mindset. What they're saying is, like they said, let these things in and let them. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read a part again because it keeps coming in. Okay. Mastery is about rolling out a red carpet to the uninvited energies within us, so that when they show up, there's no resistance, and they can come and go without making a scene or leaving a trace. Okay? And it says, before you know it, they'll be dancing out the door without you having to do so much as break a sweat. And that is the big thing here. Okay, Pisces? Concentrate on what lights you up, and don't give no mind. Don't give no mind, and that's not me. So that's, somebody speaks this way. I don't speak this way, but somebody does. Don't give no mind to the people who are trying to steal your thunder. Wow. Okay. Again, that's something for somebody specific who speaks that way. I don't speak that way. So there you go. Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Work on getting rid of that. I'm going to leave this right here, kind of like a reminder of, okay, this is what you're aiming for. That's what you're really working, because that, working towards that, is going to get you here, and it's going to light you up. Five of Swords. This card has come out again. You're no longer concentrating on this. Okay? This has been coming in. The Sword of Clarity. You're looking up. Up. Okay? Such as the High Priestess. Such as all the cards in... If you haven't seen Sunday's reading, talking all about that, is you're looking up now. You're looking towards your higher self. You're getting away from the low energies, okay, below, down, looking down, feeling down, anxiety, the mind going round and round in negativity. That isn't where you are. You're looking up, okay? You don't want to be gray anymore. You don't want to feel gray anymore. You don't want to feel bad anymore. You want this sword of clarity to come in and light you up. Okay? I'm trying to see, there's something written right above her. What is that? 300 or 1300 DPI, 300 DPI. You see that? I've never noticed that before. Let me check, Pisces. I'm curious. I know it's in the middle of a reading, but sometimes, you know, you just need to see. I'm lucky I'm at my desk, so some of you will probably already know what this is. What does 300 DPI mean? Print resolution. Yeah, I thought that was... Oh, look at that. So if it is, let me see if it's 13. It could be a 1. It's almost like it's saying that it's... Your resolution is not great, but this is offering you a better resolution. Very interesting, very odd. I wonder if that's a printout mistake or it's an actual thing. I don't know. It's almost like it's saying your resolution's going to get better if you concentrate on that. 300 DPI means that a printer will output 300 tiny dots of ink to fill every inch of the print. Is the standard print resolution. Interesting. So, still not entirely sure what that means, but they had me look at it, and that's so interesting. Spirit. Because I don't feel that this card is standard resolution. It's got shadows and you can hardly see things. It's like they're not really there. I feel that you're not paying attention to it unless you need to look at it. Look at the Six of Swords. Look at all this sword energy coming in right now. The Six of Swords telling you to move on. This is all about moving on. Okay? Moving on to a better feeling. Moving on to clarity. Seeing things clearer. Going to at least a standard resolution in your life instead of fading away in the background. Very, very fun. Queen of Cups, also a card that's going to be showing up at the end of the week. Also a very close relative to the High Priestess. She is the queen of receptivity, of introspection, of psychic ability. She's a dreamer, she's a counselor, she's a listener. It's time to listen to yourself and what your soul wants you to have. Less of the mind, more of the spiritual self, more of the entering of the good stuff rather than the bad stuff. I have to say it's very interesting reading this morning on a Monday morning, right? And with the perspective, yeah, we're going to leave that like that. Because it is a matter of perspective, right? When you see things, you call them as bad things. But if you see things as simply things, and you call them on it, like what I previously say, you know, doubts and crap and whatever comes dancing in, if you don't make it into a 9 of Swords, into a 5 of Swords, you can move on from there. You can treat them more like something of the inner wisdom that they are. Be receptive to the stuff that comes in and let it clear out so that you can get your 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. So, yeah, that's it for this reading for this morning. That's the work you're going to have to do, and that's the work I beg you to do for yourself. It's going to help you lots instead of just thinking of doom and gloom. You know, shut that off. It's like shut that off. It's saying shut that off and take it in a different way. Alright, Pisces, I'm going to be back for the second reading later. I hope that you can join me, and I hope you're curious enough to stay and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until then, I'm giving you a lot of love, light, and blessings. Take good care of yourself.